hit that like and subscribe. I came across this and I listened to about 5 seconds of it and I figured this would be a good topic for a video. So it states, this is what men want from marriage. I really don't know what she said. So I'm just curious as to what angle she's going to take. So let's go ahead and get into it and I'll give my response to what she says.
When a man wants to get married, he's only getting married truly for one reason. Because let me be honest with you women, the men can work and provide for themselves. He doesn't need your salary like that. He does not necessarily need you to cook, clean, and have sex, because he can get sex from multiple women. They're giving it out. A lot of them can cook and clean. Their mother taught them, or they can pay someone to get it. The culture is telling them these women do not get married. So why would a man go past what the culture is telling him and choose to have a wife? Because with a wife, you can now have love, nurturing, support, affection. This is what he can't get from a roommate. If that is not what you're leading with in your relationships with men, this is why your husband is now pulling away, because in the beginning you gave him those things. But as you got into the relationship, you got bitter, you got resentful, you start seeing his flaws, start counting that against him, you start measuring him against other men, and now you're pulling back on the love, the affection, and the nurturing. When a man wants to get married,
Okay. I generally agree with her premise. I think it's pretty much on point. A couple things. She did mention that women are lowering the price on coochie. Men did used to get married just so they can have consistent sex, because it wasn't necessarily easy to get unless you go to a prostitute or something like that. And honestly, men still do it. But a man who is even halfway together is going to have options out this world. He's going to have a gang of options. So there's no need to marry these broads to have sex anymore. She mentioned the nurturing, love, affection, and all those things. Yes. Basically femininity. You need to lead with your femininity, and you, in order to keep that man happy, you do need to stay feminine. You have to. Now, brothers, it is incumbent upon you to make sure that you keep her in that place. Do what you say you're going to do. Keep your word. Continue to strive to be your best. Be the type of man that she can admire and look up to. But that's where the vetting process comes in. That's what a lot of dudes don't do. A lot of people don't do, actually, men or women. We don't vet anymore. There's dudes out here that have married a woman, never met her father before. That's ridiculous. But from the male point of view, because I am a man, you have to put her through the paces. I'm not saying play games or anything like that, but just observe. See how she handles stress. See how she handles situations. Is she kind to people? You got to observe those things, because she can only fake it but for so long. We can identify you for marriage if we want to do that, but you got to at least let a couple years go by before you even think about marrying a woman. Our main reason for marriage, though, forget the sex component, consistent sex, because, again, the man who's actually on his business is going to be able to get that. We get married for legacy. You know? We get married for legacy. When future generations of our family go on Ancestry.com, I want us all to have the same last name. That's what I want. This man, this woman married each other. They created these children, and then so on and so forth. That's what marriage is about. It's about legacy. And that's something that's not talked about nearly enough and is not brought up nearly enough in today's society. People are just trying to live a life of self-indulgence. And again, whether you're a man or a woman, to be perfectly honest with you, that's going to lead you down a road to destruction. Women just hit it faster than men do. Right? It's going to lead you down a road to destruction. You're going to end up looking like Shannon Sharpe out here, 56 years old, paying for 20-year-olds $25K per cheek. You're going to be like Dawn Robinson sleeping in her car. You're going to be like Tracy Ellis Ross making an absolute fool of herself in front of the former First Lady of the United States of America. Talking about her body, her choice. She's sitting across from a man on a date talking about abortion and gender fluidity. Ain't no 50-year-old man want to talk about that nonsense. So you're going to either end up like on the male side, Shannon Sharpe, or on the female side, Tracy Ellis Ross. And no, they should not date. But yes, getting back to what the woman said, I generally agree with what she said. A man will pull away mentally if you pull your femininity away. Start playing games with the coochie, you start belittling and showing a lack of respect for the man. He will pull away. And he'll realize that he made a mistake. But because he didn't have these kids with you and he didn't merge his life with you, it's not just easy to just leave. Because you want to come home to your kids. There are components of this woman you have fallen for, but a lot of times women are malcontents. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Again, I generally believe she was on point. Like I said, the only caveat I would add to it is the legacy component. That is why we get married. That's why you get married. Because again, you can have women that give you the femininity component and not marry them. And when she stops, you cut her off the team and then you get another one. It's really easy nowadays. But let me know what you guys think. Hit that like, subscribe as well. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, I'm out.